Self-Directed IRA audit risks. Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial. So if you are curious as to whether you increase your chance of getting audited by the IRS if you set up a self-directed IRA, I'm here to tell you, not true. There is zero proof that establishing a self-directed IRA will increase your audit risk. How do I know that? Well, I know the IRS doesn't have a specific IRA audit division. Guess what? How are IRAs audited? They run through the SB, the Small Business Self-Employed Audit Division. So there is no specific IRA audits division. In fact, the IRS does not publicly disclose the number of IRAs that are audited. They do for 401ks, they do not for IRAs. What kind of information does the IRS have with respect to your IRA? Well, we know your Form 1040, your income tax return, does not disclose the activity of your IRA. The only form which discloses what your IRA is valued at and what its general activity is IRS Form 5498. And it doesn't tell them much other than the value or the category of transaction the IRA is invested in. So with very limited information, 60 million IRAs, over $12 trillion in IRA values, there is no specific audit division, probably because the IRS understands that there's not a great chance that they would generate any or significant revenues from any IRA audits. And this is another good foundation for that premise, is that in the September 12th tax bill that is proposed by the Ways and Means, they had to, at least the Ways and Means Committee had to allocate a revenue raise next to each provision. Now, one of the provisions in the proposed tax bill proposed to extend the statute of limitations for auditing IRAs from 3 to 6 years. Well, guess what? The projected revenue raise is for that extension of the statute of limitation period. Just $12 million over 10 years. So what does that say? That says they don't expect to generate a lot of revenue from IRA audits, probably because there's not a lot of abuse happening. They don't have the resources or the infrastructure to audit IRAs, specifically self-directed IRAs, which requires more expertise. A recent Government Accountability Office report said the exact same thing, that DOL, Department of Labor, is responsible for giving guidance on prohibited transactions, but the IRS is responsible for those audits. And because of the interdepartment inefficiencies, there is very, very limited activity when it comes to self-directed IRA audits.